Hello Scorpios, it's Misty Dawn with Dawn's Divine Tarot. I had to bring you your general reading for February. I know that I'm a little late. I have been battling a little cold and it's been crazy, so I do apologize. Do remember this is general, so, you know, if the message is meant for you, it's meant for you, you'll know. Don't force it. Check your moon and your rising. And of course, email me at Dawn's Divine Tarot for private readings, because those are like the best way to see what your specific energies are. Anyways, I love you Scorpios. My little boy is a Scorpio, and he is just awesome as could be. So let's look at energies and advice that Spirit has for you surrounding love for February. Oh, feeling alone. Feeling alone. Temporary energies. Don't freak out. Observe. Let's get one more. Okay, refusing to see. Thank you, Spirit. All right. And the bottom we have choose your battles. And we have moving on right underneath that. So, I don't know what's going on, my wonderful Scorpios, but it looks like some of you guys are fighting or trying not to fight. It looks like you've just left a relationship possibly, or you're going to be leaving a relationship this month, okay? Because you have choose your battles and moving on. So just be careful who you fight with. You know, it's not always worth it. Sometimes we just have to walk away, you know? My son, I mean, I love Scorpios, but I know that you guys can get pretty hot-tempered, and it's not because anything negative. It's because you have a lot of love. You care about people. It's very intense emotionally, and that can cause some high energy. So just be aware that it may not be the best place to, you know, that relationship or that person. It may not be where you need to spend that energy. All right. We have feeling alone, which of course is going to follow moving on. You know, but this is a temporary energy. This does not last. But Spirit is just letting you go. You know, you will go through a little bit of a period where you feel alone. You feel like a relationship's not worked out, or it's not manifested the way that you want. That's okay, because it's okay to be alone. Love yourself. Concentrate on what is good and what you want to pull in, so that you're not dealing with, you know, bullcrap. No sense in staying in a relationship if it's not healthy for you. And with having to choose your own battles, it doesn't look super healthy. We have observe. So fill out the situation by being not passive aggressive, but slightly passive. Kind of see what's people's motives, what's going on with them. And then we have refusing to see. So make sure you're really seeing people for who they are. It's a good time to use your intuition, okay? Understand that we can't see people for how we want them to be. We have to see people for how they actually are, all right? And that's not always an easy thing to do, especially when we love somebody. We want them to be who we want them to be sometimes, but you know, people change and relationships change, and we grow and we kind of learn things a little bit better. So, and sometimes the things that we learn about people aren't always the best, unfortunately. Okay. So I chose to shuffle live this month. I know some people like it, some people hate it. I don't know why, I just felt like doing this for February. Okay. So let's set up your short little, I say short, but we're not going to be too short. Let's set up your spread. Kind of see exactly what's going on with Scorpios for February in love. I know my shuffling looks like a hot mess. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for a really long time, and I still cannot make it look pretty. All right, so right now you guys are dealing with a soulmate. Yep, this is your soulmate, Scorpio. You feel like it's safe for you to love right now. You know, Spirit is saying open your heart, but I don't know. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So maybe they're at a distance from you. Generally, that's what that means. I hardly ever get the vibe of it meaning like vacation, holiday. I get the vibe more of they're far away, or they're kind of, I don't know. I feel like they're far away for some reason. Obstacles is children. So your love life is being affected by children. How to overcome obstacles is to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Man, that's so hard for me to do as a Virgo. Like, I know it's bad, but I like to control everything. I don't know why. And then we have 2 that popped up. And then at the bottom we have give your relationship a chance. So it looks pretty rough with the oracle cards. But for somebody, Spirit is saying give it a chance. Work on your partnership. It's going to be okay, Scorpio. You guys are soulmates, so maybe you need to give it one more shot, or maybe this is the 50th shot. I don't know. But you need to make a choice on what you want so that it comes to you now. Whatever you want, make sure you're clearly deciding so that it comes to you now. And then trust. You know, the situation is calling for you to have faith. So if you have recently went through a breakup, or you're about to go through a breakup, yes, this is your soulmate. Yes, you're having a hard time, but you know, for some of you, Scorpio's Spirit is asking you to go ahead and work on your partnership. Okay. Scorpio, there's you. Queen of Cups or King of Cups. You're the water sign on Soulmates. It could be that you guys are dealing with a Cancer, or you are just moving forward in something. King of Cups. Man, we do have a soulmate pairing right here. Man, lots of water energy. Okay, so on Soulmate, you actually have the soulmate couple here. The King and the Queen of Cups. So a lot of you guys are with your soulmate. Probably another Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You know? It could just be your energetic match, but I kind of feel like you guys are paired up with Cancer. It is safe for you to love. It is, but I think Spirit is also saying, you know, you got the world in your hands. Is this what you want? You got to pick. Are you going to go forward with that? Lots of movement here, Scorpio. So I don't know if you guys are in a long distance relationship, but I see lots of movement, possibly traveling, looking at options. Maybe that's why you're moving on. Maybe you are moving on from the relationship because they're at a distance. And you're tired of dealing with a long distance connection. It's not because you guys don't love each other. Obviously, you are soulmates and you do love each other. But, you know, love is a beautiful thing, but it can also be very difficult to maintain. Like, maybe this person is having to travel a lot, and all of a sudden they're like, I don't know. Yeah, Temperance. You having to balance your emotions, figure out what you want. You are in a safe relationship, or this person that you care about, it is safe to love them, but you got to figure out if you want to continue to do that. Do you want to continue to spend energy here? Is it going to be worth it? Or is it going to break your heart later on if you know that there's not a real good chance of you guys coming together? You know, possibly somebody can't move because they have children and it's not easy for them to relocate to be near you. Four of Pentacles, yeah. It's expensive too, you know? And maybe somebody's just not really willing to continue to do it. To travel, to keep up with the long distance stuff. Or they're just kind of holding back emotionally as well, whoever you're dealing with, or you're doing this to them. So on honeymoon, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of passion, and when you guys get together, it's probably super hot. Ace of Swords. And Five of Wands. There's passions, there's solidity in relationships. Oh, sorry, can't pick those up. There's also like fights and arguments, you know, having to compete, having to really fight for this relationship, and somebody is questioning if it's worth it or not. Is it worth it? They're figuring it out though, they're trying to. They have victory on their side. Whoever you're dealing with is feeling very victorious. So maybe they do feel like they are winning in this situation. Maybe some of them, yeah. Maybe it's because they're walking away. 6 of Wands and 6 of Swords. Again, this idea. This is the exact... When I see that honeymoon card, this is the card that I feel kind of drawn to, at least in this reading. But yeah, I kind of feel like they're victorious and maybe leaving the situation behind. Because they don't see it coming together with you for whatever reason. I don't know. For some of you. Now for children, we have the Hermit. And the Hanged Man. And the King of Swords. So whatever obstacle, it does involve children. I'm seeing Virgo. I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe an ex-partner that you have kids with. And possibly some of you guys are hanging on to this air sign or this Virgo because you have children and it's keeping you from being with your soulmate who you've met, this water sign, and they're kind of over it. They're going to be victorious in walking away because they're done competing for your love. Because you've made it clear, or you're not walking away from this person because you have children. And it could be vice versa too. It could be them doing that. It could be you know, deciding to leave this person behind because they have kids with an air sign or a Virgo, and you're kind of like, you know, if that's what you want to do, that's fine, but I can't continue to do this with you. Like, you're either going to have to pick me or you're going to have to pick them. And then I love how you have this message of allowing the situation to control naturally. You know, Scorpios, you can't make decisions for people. People cannot make decisions for you. But it would be really hard because you guys are obviously soulmates. You're obviously spiritually connected. And that's got to be really difficult to move away from something like that. But look at that. You're going to move forward. You have the Fool card here. You're going to let go of any issues to do with that relationship not coming together this month, and you're going to start something new. And you've got to clearly decide to do that and trust that Spirit has bigger things in store for you. So yeah, man, that really came together. I'm seeing this whole picture now so clearly. Yeah, stay strong. Stay strong in your convictions, you know. I just feel like you are moving on. I feel like you've been paired with somebody who is still holding on to an ex, or they're in a partnership, and yeah, you're soulmates, but it's like they're not making an effort to be with you, and it does cause a lot of sleepless nights and stress and worries, and that's not a good place for you to be. You know, if they really love you, then they'll pick you, and just because it doesn't work out now does not mean that it won't work out later. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Like, you need to heal. You got to stay strong. You have all this inner conflict and emotions in your head, sleepless nights, a lot of worries and stress. Like, you really just need to step back from this connection and just heal and trust that, you know, Spirit has bigger plans for you. Yeah, the Tower. Yeah, whoever this person is that you have been wanting, or, you know, maybe it's somebody you're having like a love affair with, I don't know, but like they're not going to do you right now, Scorpio. I'm so sorry. Just the Tower energy. So if you don't decide to shut it down and move forward, then they will. Spirit will come in and do it for you, because it's just not right. Yeah. You've got other dreams ahead of you, okay? This relationship is lacking a cup. It's because this person isn't picking you. Not really. And you deserve to be picked. Okay, Scorpio, that was kind of intense. So email me at dawnsdivinetarot@gmail.com if you'd like to schedule a private reading for me. We'll get you all set up. But if not, glad I got to do your general reading, and I hope that you got some clarity from it, and so much love to you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye, and have a great February.